Welcome to Daphne's Case Files, everybody. Welcome in. Hope everybody is doing well today. Christine, thank you so much for your super sticker. I appreciate you. Hope you are doing well today. How is everybody? Hello, Joyous. Hello, ZYGT. Hello, Care D. Hello, The Hustler. Roxanne, Tina, hello. Allie, be in Florida, finding solace, hello. Good to see you. And Mariska, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Shy, Pam, hello, everybody. Good to see everybody. Callie, hello. Sandra, hi, everybody. It's so good to see all of you, as always. Hi, Sarah, Susan, Kelly, Renee, hello, all of you. It's always good to see everybody. So today I will be going over why Malaya is very frightened of Daniel. I will also be going over that black house. Now I have confirmed, I'm going to say 97% that it's Darren's cousin. I heard this from a very reliable source. I'm still trying to get this on paper. And are you guys okay? It seems like there's a glare from my curtains. Let me fix the curtains here. Let me get that out of the way. It's my daughter's bedroom, so I'm trying to, there we go. All right. Is that better? I was trying to get some natural light in here, but I'm right next to the sliding door, and I don't want it to be too bright on you guys. Did everybody have a wonderful Halloween last night? Did you all eat a lot of candy? I'm so tired. I feel like I didn't get any sleep last night, and then I went out working today and came home, played with the dog some, and then I had to go out in the yard because the leaves are so bad. The leaves are so bad, and you know that I hate ticks. I hate them so much, and I have found 4 of them on my dog so far. So I try to keep the leaves out of here because they are just, oh my gosh, last night was so much fun. We wanted just to let go and just have an unstressful evening, right, guys? It's all about fun. You know what I mean? That's what it was about. Just to have fun and relax. No, she's not playing the game. Open your mouth first. One talks gets the deal. Yeah, I agree. I agree. The first person to talk. Now, before I get started, this is going to be in a video. Thanks, guys. You guys are awesome. I'm going to show you the video, and I'm going to point out this one factor. Now, the unredacted files haven't been fully released yet, so I do not have them yet. As soon as they are shared with me, I will show them. I heard the news there's sticklers about who they release it to. So by the time you do a FOIA request, they will already be out. But I did put in a FOIA request for something else. Hopefully I'll hear about that soon. Now, yes, diatomaceous earth, that stuff is amazing, but I would need literally a ton of it for my yard. I do have chickens, so they do help with the ticks, thank God. But diatomaceous earth, yes, it is amazing stuff. I agree. He's not allowed there, apparently. So in this video that I'm about to show you now, basically, Daniel is telling a story about the sepia when he goes to visit Meadow, correct? And he says, He tries to not walk in at the same time Malaya's there. He tries not to pass by her. Malaya even reported him. All right, Joyce, you're fine. Broadcast spreader. So yeah, I put in a FOIA request to find out about Jack going missing. Remember, Daniel had stated something that Jack disappeared from Patty's house. I put in a FOIA request for that. So hopefully if we could find out if that is actually true or not, because I could not find anything else about that other than what Daniel said. So I just want to know for a fact. Hi, Neela. Good to see you. So Daniel says that Malaya basically will tell CPS if she's threatened, basically, if she feels threatened, which is telling me that she's scared. She's scared to death of him. And a lot of people are saying, well, why did she leave the house? Why did she leave the house? And someone had mentioned some really good, like they put things in order, like, why would she leave the house if this? Why would she? So I'm going to pull that up before we get started. Hi, Finding Solace. Thank you. Thank you. I believe she is scared to death of Daniel. And there's a reason for that. She is telling CPS if he gets too close to her. She even told CPS about him coming up to her and giving her the 2 tablets, allegedly. He says this, and on the video I'm about to show you in just a moment. But first, I want to take you guys over to this one post. This lady makes a lot of sense, and I wanted to add on to it. But the thing is, you got to factor in Meadow. Now think about it. They did not want Meadow left there, right? After Jack and Lilly went missing from the home, they didn't want Meadow to be left in that place. So Meadow could have went with Cindy. She could have went with Patty. She could have went with somebody of Malaya's family, correct? And Malaya didn't have to leave. Me thinking as a mother, and it seemed like Malaya loved her children a lot. Like she had beautiful photos on her Facebook and stuff, but she isolated her stepsister, her friends and family, everybody for the past 2 years. Now, I'm not speaking for Malaya, but I'm just going off of what I have been told, what I have seen. And as somebody that's been in a situation before, like when you're scared, like you know what I mean? You're kind of frozen, like in time. You're walking on eggshells around this person. Now, she had the chance to get out of there, right? But she told the RCMP that she felt safe with him. I'm thinking maybe she felt safe with him there because she told them that so he wouldn't like come out and be like, well, this is what happened and blah, 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 right? There has to be something tying them together, in my opinion, why they won't. I do not believe the children walked off. I don't. Now, if there was little boot prints leading out of the yard or something, I would believe that. Now there's boot prints on the pipeline, but that could have been from another child, right? So from everything that we know now, guys, I feel it's more complicated than just to leave. Exactly, Finding Solace. It seems like she tried to leave several times. And I think this time, when she planned to leave, was the last straw. I think, in my opinion, somebody overheard her having a video call with mom on Thursday, and something bad happened. I honestly believe that something happened right after they got home, or they could have been arguing in the car on the way Thursday, but something bad happened. And it has to be with both of them because they're both like, you know what I mean? If she's that scared of him by telling CPS, like, he's parking too close, he's smiling at me. And you're about to hear this, even smiling at her. She is telling CPS about that because she finds it threatening. So let me go over to Facebook. If you guys please could hit that like button for me, I would appreciate you. Thank you so much. We are going to go over here, and I want to show you this first. I have some really cool stuff I got to show you guys soon too. So I'm going to read this to you. So this woman here, she says, hypothetically, number one, if Malaya had harmed the children and she knew that Daniel was aware of this at the time, would she leave or would she stay? Now, I believe if Malaya was the only person to have harmed the children, don't you think that Janie would have been like she would just be going off, right? Blah, 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 Malaya this, Malaya that. You can tell that she did not care for Malaya by her voice messages that she left. You can totally tell that she did not care for Malaya, right? Now this lady says, I believe she would have stayed out of fear of him speaking out and turning her in. What do you guys think of this question here? I'll read it again. If Malaya had harmed the children and she knew that Daniel was aware of this at the time, would she leave or would she stay? So if Malaya was the only culprit of hurting the children, this lady says, I believe she would have stayed out of fear of him speaking out and turning her in. Right? Right? I think so. I honestly believe she's a victim. Now, that doesn't excuse her for not coming out and stuff like that, but we don't know what kind of position she could be talking to the RCMP. She's obviously talking to CPS, right? Now, number two, if Malaya and Daniel both harmed the children, would she have left? This lady wrote, I guarantee she would have stayed and they would have covered for each other and continued with the lies and deception. Now, I wrote down below, I said, you're not adding Meadow into the equation because remember, they didn't want Meadow to stay there. They didn't want Meadow to stay in that home, right? Her being a victim doesn't explain deleting apps. No, I agree. She should not have deleted the apps, but they should have grabbed these cell phones way before when they did, in my opinion, as well. Number three, this lady says, if Daniel harmed the children, would Malaya have stayed? Right? So if Daniel harmed the children, would Malaya have stayed? No, I don't believe so. And if she knew he harmed the children, she definitely would have got the hell out of there, right? Right? If she knows for a fact the children are deceased out there in the woods somewhere, for instance, like this is just hypothetically, just thinking this, I'm not saying it's truth. If Malaya thought that Daniel did something to the children and put them out in the woods somewhere, would she stay with him? No. And I think that she would be frightened as hell to be around him, right? If she knew that they were no longer alive, she wouldn't stay there, guys. She wouldn't stay there. This one says, why did Malaya leave? I'm going to highlight it so you guys can see. Why did Malaya leave? If we knew the real answer to this question, more questions would be answered. Well, I wrote below because Meadow. So do you think if we took Meadow out of the equation, just say Meadow isn't involved, right, in this, right? Would Malaya have left if Meadow's not in this equation? Say Meadow's not here at all. It's just Jack and Lilly. And Jack and Lilly are gone. Do you think Malaya would have stayed with Daniel? Like, why did she leave? Did she leave just because of Meadow? Or did she leave because she's frightened? to death, and Meadow, of course. But she left because CPS wouldn't leave Meadow with either parent without a supervisor. But I don't feel, yeah. So what about, though, what about Earl, right? Like, why couldn't she just go stay at Earl's house? Earl lives around the corner, right? Like, she could have stayed there. Or one of Janie's other 6 relatives that live in the area, why couldn't she have stayed at one of their other houses that are close by? If someone's watching Meadow. What about Logan? Logan said, I'll watch Meadow. You know what I mean? She was going to take Meadow. So why didn't Malaya just go with Logan? She left, or CPS would have taken Meadow, so she went with her mom. But think about it. Why did she? So now her half-sister said, just go home, go with your mom, blah, blah, blah. But do you think if Meadow wasn't there, do you think she would have left? Earl's house is not livable, in my opinion. Logan doesn't know the baby. Yeah, no, I agree. Maybe her mom threatened to call CPS if she didn't go stay there. Well, now we know that they are suing CPS, right? Maybe Earl made her feel uncomfortable. There's a lot of reason he was not invited to Jack's. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That is a good point, Salty Suspects. I agree. I wouldn't trust Logan with my baby. Yeah. Well, remember, too, Janie even said that Malaya didn't want her around Meadow. She said, I can spend as much time as I want around Jack and Lilly, but not Meadow, right? You guys remember that? Maybe she doesn't know what happened, was scared and wanted to leave, or maybe there's a weirdo around and she's scared. Yeah, maybe. I just thought it was very, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have felt safe with any of Daniel's family. Yeah, and it seems like that whole entire area is Janie's family. Yeah, guys, please use my opinion, please, because we're just, you know what I mean? We're just throwing out thoughts here and just wondering why. Why, guys? Like, seriously, why did she leave? But if Meadow wasn't there, would she have stayed? Yeah, Cindy. And Cindy supposedly is suing. Cindy is supposedly suing CPS. That's what Wade said. Wade said she is suing CPS. Probably because they didn't get Jack and Lilly out of there soon enough, right? So, and also Cindy hasn't been out. She hasn't been to any of the vigils or anything like that. Why is that? You know that she loved her grandchildren. So why is that? That's strange, right? She wanted total away from him, no contact, the minute chance after talking to her mom. I honestly believe that she was planning on leaving, and this was overheard, in my opinion. Logan was a bully, just like, well, yeah, we heard that. We heard that. In my opinion, Cindy said something that convinced her to finally leave. Yes, yes. But if Logan was telling the truth, why was Malaya under restrictions by the CPS and being supervised by Cindy? True. Which means he was having third parties monitor her location. It could be suing for money. Cindy is a mandatory reporter and CA charged if she knew there was abuse. Yeah. So thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, I love reading your comments. Yes. So me as a mom, hi Shan, good to see you. Me as a mother, if I found out and I had, there wouldn't be multiple chances to get out of this house. Me as a mother. And I'm not an aggressive person, but I can be when it comes to my children. If I found out some man was abusing my grandchildren, which I don't have yet, but hypothetically, right? Or abusing my daughter or my son, I would be over there in a heartbeat. I don't care. I would drag out my children, my grandchildren, in a heartbeat. Especially, right? Especially if I had spent the money on a U-Haul and was like almost there to pick her up and she tried to cancel on me. No, that's not happening. The first time of me Leaving is the most dangerous time, exactly. So it sounded like Wade and Cindy both were going over there. Thank you, Joyous. Thank you. It sounded like Wade and Cindy were on their way over there to get Malaya and Jack and Lilly and Meadow. And she stopped it. I stayed with DV hubby because he told me I could leave anytime, but I couldn't take my baby, so I stayed. It took a long time. It does take a long time to get out. And you get to the point where, see, my parents were like that. And I don't talk to my father really much anymore, but it was a bad situation. And, it seems like you get used to that. Like you think they're going to change. You think they're going to change, and you become like this person, like, I'm this miracle worker. I can change them. They love me. I know they love me, even though they abuse me, right? It's really sad. It's sad. And some people don't know that they're in an abusive relationship. But from everything that we found out now, it seems like she really was. And it seems that she doesn't, I'm not speaking for her, but it seems like just from her actions that she has left because she doesn't believe the children are there anymore, in my opinion. So she has to know more. All right, I am going to take you to one of my favorite people that know how to put these videos together, and his name is Hunter, and I'm going to show you what Daniel says. I want you to listen to this because he even says, he comes right out and says that she reported me for smiling at her. Reported me for smiling at her. All right, guys, you ready? Now, this video he has put together is amazing. Like, he really puts, let me get rid of these little banners. I don't know what that is on there, but let me get rid of this so you guys can watch this video all the way without having, I don't know what's going on with all these little banners and stuff everywhere. I don't even really know how to take them off. Maybe just unclick it. Okay, perfect. Got it. All right, guys, you ready? And then we're going to go over that black house. We're going to go over the black house. Abusers apologize and make promises. Exactly, Robin. Exactly. Oh, he's great. He puts these things together wonderfully, like just amazing. It's so sad. And it's so sad that people stay with people that are like that. It's so sad. And you're so scared that. And then Janie says, well, she had her own cars as of April 1st. But the thing is, if you're threatened, your children are threatened, right? You're afraid to leave. Hey, good to see you, Justin. Janie, good to see you. Good to see you. All right, let's watch this video. It's great. You have to watch this video. It's great. And I'm going to go through it. All right, make sure the volume is up. There we go. My heart tells me these are gone.
She keeps her mind occupied spending time in the garden, surrounded by hummingbirds.
I am the grandmother of Lilly and Jack. I am the grandmother on the biological father's side. And this is my favorite picture, their first day of school, because they both look so happy. I think somebody hurt these kids. I think somebody hurt them. My heart tells me these babies are gone. My heart tells me that.
Mm-hmm.
And they deserve so much better than what they got. Well, these are everybody's grandchildren. They're not just mine now.
Now look.
Do you think your son had anything to do with the disappearance of Jack and Lilly?
No, I don't believe Daniel had anything to do with the disappearance of Jack and Lilly. Our heart don't lie, and my heart is telling me that my kid did not have nothing to do with this, and I had nothing to do with this. You know, if something bad happens, you get, like, your heart drops. Mine hasn't dropped. Deep down in my heart, I do believe Jack and Lilly are alive. It's not because of what people are saying. It's my heart tells me that they are alive.
Oh, this is Hunter here.
I find it hard to believe that a 6 and 4-year-old would just disappear like that. I guarantee you, if I was still working today, that'd be the thing you'd be racing around your mind all the time. Like, where would they have gone? Like, we have done everything. I think the last thing I read, they searched the square kilometer area, 5 kilometers. That's a big area. That's a big area, and that's meticulously searched.
Because when she told me the kids were missing, you automatically think they went into the woods. That was my first instinct. I've observed those kids for 2 years. We went for walks in the woods. I had to practically carry Jack.
So, did you hear her just say carry Jack? I have listened to these voice messages like 1,000 times and never caught the drag. Did you hear that? But I don't understand why you could. Yeah. Have you guys have heard that before? You just heard it now, or did you hear it before? I have never heard that before, guys. After listening, and I think after a while of listening straight through, my brain just like shuts down. You heard it before, Joyous? Okay, you guys did? Okay, I never heard it. And I'm like, what?
Through the woods, because there was no way that he was walking through all that tree falls and bushes.
It's actually fairly mild compared to some of the areas.
Over a total of 10 days, they searched for 12,000 hours.
It's pretty much unheard of in this province. It's the biggest search I've been involved in.
And she's been at this 22 years.
Do you think those kids are in the woods?
From everything I've seen, yes.
Why can't you find them?
They're small, they'd be hiding. They would have crawled underneath something probably when they got tired. They could have gone further than what we searched. There's all kinds of scenarios.
My question is, say Malaya and Daniel were fighting, right? Friday morning. Say they were fighting. Hi, Shelly. Good to see you. Say they were fighting that morning and the kids ran off. The kids ran off that morning. Wouldn't Janie had heard them like, crying and acting up if they went outside? If they were trying to leave and they ran off because, the parents were fighting or something, don't you think they would have left the door open to get the hell out of there? Don't you think there would be way more boot prints on the ground because it was a wet day, right? It was a wet day. So it's just nothing.
Unfortunately.
That makes sense.
They didn't get lost in the woods, and I'm going to be the first one to ever say that. I don't think they're in the woods whatsoever. I don't think they ever were.
I'm out here still searching, still fighting to try to find them. That's all I can do.
The message is
Same
still,
shirt.
if anyone knows anything.
If anybody knows anything, just come forward as soon as possible. 2 little kids are still out there. I want to find them. That's really all I can do. Still searching every day. I'm waiting for information. I have to let them do a lot of their stuff with the aircrafts and everything else, and dogs and searchers. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be coordinated, and I can't just go running through the woods. I want to, but I just can't right now because the search is just so far out.
They were at Landsdowne Lake, and they told me that they scoured the lake, divers, and someone at the lake, and there's no evidence at all. If they were in this area, would have found them. My family's still searching. Bring cadaver dogs. They search for anything they can find. I want as much as they can do.
While official searches have scaled back, the children's stepfather keeps going, retracing ground already searched.
I want them home. Trying to make my way through every day when the only support I have is my family. Malaya's not here. My kids are not here.
Me and my family still go out sometimes and search, but everything's been searched that we can really dive into at this time. They have over 12,000 man-hours searched in the woods, and they're planning on doing more, which I'm really grateful for.
Now, the location of the boot prints, it's near the pipeline, kind of somewhat in the direction of the pink blanket. If we I wanted to show you this and get your opinion on this.
Listen to this.
The blanket was found here. There's a road that leads back up. Now I kind of just did a line here, but if you follow this road and you just follow this little path here, it gets you on the pipeline.
Hi, Mama.
I mean, sure enough, you're right in the middle between that road that they mentioned. Have you gone down this area yourself?
Look at
any
this.
point?
No, I haven't.
So the main boot print, right, guys? So remember, Daniel told us in the beginning that there was 2 boot prints in the driveway, 10 feet in the backyard. You guys remember that? Everybody remember that? Then you got Janie on her interview said the only boot print of any significance was the one facing where their little cabins was. Just one, not 2, like a one-legged person. Then that's never mentioned really again. Then DT asked him, these boot prints out on the pipeline and the blanket, he is asking Daniel, have you been back out there to search? Like from the whole time, like since you started searching. Now, Daniel at this point doesn't believe they're out in the woods, correct? But he did at some point. So why didn't you go out there? Why didn't you go back out there? It doesn't make sense. That is the main spot. Why wouldn't you go back out there? Especially because it's close to your dad's house.
I haven't done any of that area at that point.
At any point? What about now? Like since
None.
they found the boot print and stuff like that? Have you ever gone out here? Okay.
No.
He's never done any of that area, guys. But think, that was the first place he went when he went to search. That was the first area he went after he checked the kids' cabins. That was the first place he went to search, was that Landsdowne Road. That's where the blanket and the boot prints were found. But yet he never went back there. I don't understand. Guys, please use in my opinion. If that was the first place you checked and searchers found the blanket and the boot prints, why never go back out there? It just makes no sense.
I feel like a dummy for wasting the first day and a half searching my ass off for then my family and friends to sit down and sit me down and say to me, Daniel, we don't think they're in the woods. And then with all the resources poured in and all the searchers' time, and they got injuries, and the amount of helicopters and drones, dogs, the classified technology like the satellites, they didn't find anything.
I have children. I have grandchildren.
Didn't find anything.
And I see what kids are like through the woods. There's no reason for any child to wander deep into the woods. There's just not.
Everything's been searched.
And Justin just made a good point. They were on the freaking pipeline the whole time, because Janie even said in different areas, she said that we picked up Daniel on the pipeline, Justin and I. Then she said, and another time, her and Justin dropped Daniel off at the pipeline with his friends. What? That's where the boot prints were found. What do you mean you never been back out there?
At this point, so I think everyone's just looking to, what's the alternate, what could happen after the kids other than being in the woods.
What I see from the outside, there's only two options here. Criminal involvement, search, they haven't found them yet. They legitimately got lost in the woods. I felt, okay, let's give them a couple of days to see if these kids are just wandered off, because they're only 6 and 4. So are they lost? They'll find them, maybe. If not, let's see how far it goes. And I says, and if it goes beyond 2 or 3 days, uh-oh. That was my reaction. What's next? Uh-oh. It's bizarre. If you ask me what was bizarre, I'd say, in this case, 2 with this particular family. 2 are gone.
No, based on the experts and the review of the facts, the inclement weather, the time frames, and their age, the likelihood that they're alive right now is very low.
They'll go on the balance of probabilities based on the area that we fully searched with a lot of people. We can't find any evidence, be it a backpack, a shoe, or whatever. We can't find the kids. If you can't find them, somebody has to say enough is enough right now for searching those areas. So now we move to where? There's only one other option. A nefarious take to this.
Of course.
In other words, a criminal type thing.
Where they're hidden, in my opinion.
I don't know if they're out there in the woods. I mean, searchers are doing everything they can, but as from the beginning, I called for abduction.
He posted this. I want an Amber. This was from Alea's post right after it happened. I want an Amber Alert for my children. I want my babies home. My children are not shy to strangers, and they will go with anyone. They do not understand stranger danger. At this point, they may have been taken. Please send an Amber Alert now. It's so distancing, in my opinion.
And the family has said they believe it's an abduction, or they suspect it's an abduction. Are there now any clues or anything to think that might be possible?
If we had any information that led that way and we felt that we could provide anything with the public, we would have done that. We would have got that information out. We're working very closely with the family, and we will pursue every avenue. But again, I'm not going to make any specific comments, but anything that would point towards that, we would immediately take steps to address things that need to be addressed.
To be clear, we don't have evidence to suggest that an abduction took place at this time.
They gave you a clue when they said no abduction.
There you go.
That's a big statement to make at this early in the game. All the techniques for a major crime are on display. They just haven't said it is a criminal investigation. So you got 2 kids missing under those kind of circumstances. To me, definitely a major crime and a possible criminal offense somewhere. Something nefarious, to me, may very well have happened.
So the one part that I'm looking for about the CPS is coming up soon. So say someone did grab the children, but there had been more footprints, and to grab both of them, even if it was somebody that they liked, you would still see little footprints going down to the driveway. What if somebody was on the other side of the orange fence in the yard and was saying, hey guys, come over here, come over here? The dog would have heard that and continuously barked, because, it would have heard, Janie would have heard that. There would have been more. There would have been footprints from a person like around their yard. There would have been footprints from the children. It just doesn't, you know what I mean? Like them walking up to this person, there would have been footprints of that, right? Think about it. It's all like sand and rock and mud. It's wet. It was like lightly raining that morning, we've been told. Why would the children go out in that shit anyways, right? But hey, kids go out and play in the rain, whatever, right? So say they went out, and say there was somebody there, like on the other side of the orange, how they have that orange plastic fence. Say that person's waiting for them right there, right? You would have some kind of trace or trail, because in that backyard there, you had little patches of grass, but you also have mud. You would have, there would have been some type of track. There was nothing. There was nothing, guys. No track of nothing. It's Nothing like that to prove it, like somebody grabbed them. EVs, yes, so they are quiet, but you could still hear their tires on the ground, right? Like you could still hear their vehicle. And then some people say ATVs. ATVs aren't really that quiet. Like we have them all over where I live. They're quieter than a dirt bike and stuff, but you could still tell they're there. But if they walked down the driveway, there would be little boot prints from them, right? Or footprints of whatever they were wearing. There would be footprints from the kids if they got into a vehicle at the end of the driveway. Now, if somebody, like I was just saying, if the kids were in the backyard playing on their swings and stuff, and say somebody was outside that little fence, like outside in the area of that little fence right there, saying, hey kids, hey, say they had to push down the orange fence and grab them, there would still be some type of track or trail, because you know what I mean? Like that way, if somebody took them, but there was nothing.
But I mean, the narrative's always been targeted at me, right though, Daniel?
Yes.
And
yes, so the dog got a light scent at the end of but there was no nothing else. There was nothing else. But there was no boot prints walking down the driveway, nothing else. So unless someone covered them up before 911 got there. But I mean, Janie says she didn't hear a car or anything like that. The dog only barked a couple times. So somebody's lying here. One of them or all three of them.
You know, I'll stay in the spotlight as long as it takes, because as long as I'm the target, the individuals or groups or whoever has the kids, they're gonna feel more relaxed, and that gives investigators a chance to strike.
So you believe that the kids are alive?
Yes, 100%. I hope every day. I believe the exact same as RCMP do. They didn't go into the woods.
He's saying believe as he's shaking his head no. Look.
And you know, I'll stay in the spotlight as long as it takes, because as long as I'm the target, the individuals or groups or whoever has the kids, they're gonna feel more relaxed, and that gives investigators a chance to strike.
Watch.
So you believe that the kids are alive?
Yes, 100%. I hope every day. I believe.
You're shaking your head no and saying yes.
I believe the exact same as RCMP do. They didn't go into the woods.
Or maybe it's the freaking camera too.
What do you believe happened?
I don't want to go into any theories. I don't want to point any fingers, because I've done that so many times online. So I'm gonna refrain from doing it, Daniel.
I personally talked to Daniel. And Daniel told me what he thinks happened.
Was their tongue?
Can you share? Can you share?
Well,
hi, Robin.
Not that part of it. Not that I can't share that part of it openly. And he broke down and cried right in front of me and swore he never. And then he told me some facts, or he told me what he believed. And then I cross-checked some of the stuff he said to me, and I don't think he was lying to me.
And because I was with Malaya for 3 years, I think I may know the person that has the kids, right? Because I was involved in the kid's life and I was involved in Malaya's life.
If you think you know, why wasn't this given to the RCMP? Well, I'm sorry, it was, and they debunked this. They said there's no proof or truth to this.
Yes.
Yeah, there's many people that are involved in the case, including the individual or individuals that found the part of the blanket. They were never polygraphed.
They didn't need to be.
And so you want those that found certain things to also be polygraphed as well.
Yeah, because I think the people that found the only possible evidence during the search, they should probably be polygraphed, considering that their involvement, right?
He thinks they should be polygraphed. But then, wait a minute, didn't you blame the neighbors they needed heat off them? So who is it? Who is guilty here?
And as per Daniel wanting a polygraph, I just want to say If the RCMP took him seriously and really thought that blanket was planted, my ass would have been hauled in there long and ever ago for a polygraph.
Yep.
That's never once came up from them.
Hi guys, how you doing?
He's just making himself look worse and worse with all this new stuff coming about.
All right, I'll tell you this for a fact, and this is a fact. 2 weeks before the kids disappeared, Malaya wanted out of there. She was calling members of the family and wanting to get out of there.
I can tell you the actual story on that if you want to hear it.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I know Darren too, so.
Yeah, how from your point of view, how did it go down?
And okay. Patty, which is Malaya's grandmother, asked Darren, I don't think Malaya wants to be with Daniel anymore. This was 2 weeks prior.
Yeah.
Do you think, Darren, you can go and get Malaya? Darren's like, no, I'm not breaking up in a relationship. Like that's a relationship. Like I'm not going to get involved in somebody else's,
I got to cut in. She basically said that that Jack was being abused. That's not breaking up a relationship, correct? She was telling Darren that Jack was being abused. How was that breaking up a relationship?
Life, right?
Right.
Which makes sense. That was a smart thing by Darren to do.
And why would she ask Darren? Because he has family or something in that black house? I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah. So this is 2 weeks prior. And so then Patty calls Malaya and asks Malaya, if you ever just want to, get away, you can come live with me. And then that's when Malaya said, no, Patty, I have a different plan.
Mm.
And this was told to me by Darren, which had access to both sides of the family, right?
Yeah.
The only person that had access to both sides is Darren and the investigators.
Huh.
So.
Do you think that any dogs or any searches are going to...
And also, Daniel, I want to add to that. This is backed up in the court case with Meadow. And in one of the affidavits, it does state that Malaya wanted to leave 2 weeks prior, but then decided to stay. So that's some evidence that backed that up.
Initially, I didn't believe Daniel had anything to do with this. Nothing. But he knows more. He knows more than he's telling. He's protecting Malaya. And listen, did you ever see a young fella, or did you ever see even old fellas? Did you ever see a fella so in love with a woman that it was just one of the most important things in life to some guys?
Yeah.
Well, that's the way he is. Malaya was everything to him.
And then as soon as she heard my voice, she immediately hung up the phone, right?
See?
Okay.
So, but by that time, I already heard the background noise. She wasn't a moving car. So Darren was actually correct on that. And Darren's correct on a lot of things. So.
And the second time?
The second time was when she filed the reporters or complaint to CPS about me. We can go into the first complaint after this. But the second complaint was after investigators came and, got all Jack and Lilly's belongings. There was some letters that were received in the mailbox here. Malaya was coming out of CPS, so I walked up. When she opened up her trunk, I seen her. I walked up, and I put the 3 pieces of mail and the 2 tablets in their trunk, and I said, "Have a good day, Malaya," and walked away, and then went in and had my visit with Meadow.
Mm-hmm. And she reported you for that.
Listen.
Yeah, she reported me for that. But when I walked,
so Malaya reported Daniel for just walking up and putting the Jack and Lily's tablets, right? And their other stuff in her trunk or whatever. She reported him for that.
Up to her, the odd thing was when she seen me, she smiled.
I'm sure she smiled.
So
probably
I'm not sure what went on there, but I wasn't like extremely overly nice when I set the stuff down. I set it down and I said, "Have a good day, Malaya," just like that. So it wasn't, and I wasn't like trying to be like overly nice or overly mean, right? It was kind of neutral.
And what did CPS tell you about that interaction?
CPS told me, if Malaya felt really caught off guard by it and was, she didn't like it when I.
There you go. Caught off guard. She caught off guard. I heard that there is a restraining order. I heard, yes, I believe so too. Very, very controlling. So she was caught off guard from him. And I think, so you have Cindy suing CPS, allegedly. That's what we heard from Wade. And then, yes, I have heard that she has a restraining order on him, talking about Daniel. Think about this. She felt caught off guard because he was bringing her the stuff, because he smiled at her. She's freaking frightened of him.
Walked up and handed her mail.
The mail.
But then why would she smile? Right?
Well, smile.
Which adds a whole.
Because she's probably scared to death. And she's just being polite and get the hell out of there. Right?
Whole another layer to that situation. The first one was actually I parked too close to her. I would have
flicked them off.
I parked near her in the parking lot.
Listen.
Yeah. How far were you parked from her?
Sometimes the only parking lot. The parking spot was right beside her,
So you're telling me this parking lot is so freaking small, and there's so many people there that you have to park right next to her? Come on, that's the only spot. That's the only spot where you have to park next to her. Get out of here.
Park beside her, right? I'm not gonna miss a visit because I don't have a place to park.
You're intentionally doing it. That's why you're smiling.
I'm gonna take it.
Did you see her?
See the tongue? Sorry. I'm just getting fucking pissed off right now because I know, in my opinion, he's antagonating her. He's just, it makes me so freaking mad. Thank you for going back to the beginning. Oh, Shan, you're awesome. Doesn't this make you so mad? I could just, he's doing it on purpose to be a dick, in my opinion. Sorry, but that's the way I see it. Oh my gosh, my dog's messing up my daughter's bed. Hold on.
Or was it just your car was next?
No, I didn't see her, but I usually see her almost every time, right? Because I wait an extra couple minutes before I go in sometimes.
You probably got binoculars
just so
watching her.
I'm walking through the door and she's walking out through the door, and we don't have a face-to-face, interaction.
Understood.
Oh my God.
Because I'm not going to get a complaint sent against or put against me just for opening up the door for her, right?
Yeah.
I'm really not interested in that.
Get a complaint for opening up the door. She wants him to stay the hell away from her. Yeah. No, I bet. He probably has fucking binoculars in his car. Where's she at? Maybe even a freaking, what are those things? Air tags, guys. Hi, honey. Thank you for the super sticker care. She says, who opened M's trunk? Did he? I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one. Who opened the trunk? I am absolutely not sure. He probably walked up and says, hey, I have stuff for you. Or maybe she was already in the trunk putting stuff there. He's like, oh, now's a good time. I can run over there real quick. And because it sounded like he snuck up on her, right? That's the way it sounded to me, right? But obviously, yeah, she doesn't want him freaking near her. All right, let me stop talking. Oops. Hidden away, but why? Oh, here. This is a reading part. Some, including Martel, his mother, and Darren, a cousin of Malaya's family, have said they believe the children are alive, taken, or hidden somewhere else. Or somewhere. One such rumor is that Lilly and Jack were taken by one of Malaya's relatives and are being held on the reserve, which is fucking bogus, guys. Excuse my language. It's bullshit. It's absolute BS. I showed you guys yesterday from Cheryl. She says that's stupid. And I'll show you in just a minute as well. Peace bonds are different than restraining orders, but very similar. There's more leeway with peace bonds. He shouldn't be. Yeah, it seems like he is antagonizing her. He's antagonizing her. Probably because, and this, I'm just shooting off thoughts, guys. I'm not speaking for him or her. Because think about it. He's basically sneaking up on her saying, you know, you better keep your freaking mouth shut, yada, 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 probably. You know what I mean? In my opinion. Let me let you guys see this, and I'm going to show you what Cheryl said yesterday if you missed my live yesterday. All right. Did I press play? All right, but by July 10th, the rumor had prompted basically the chief that the whole dialogue was made up. I'm just going to read that. Because talking about Darren, how Darren made it up.
Do you think it was an outsider?
No, because on the second day they came out and said this is not an abduction. An abduction means that the individual or parties that took the kids wouldn't be known by the kids. That's what an abduction is. So when the RCMP said it wasn't an abduction, that means the person that has the kids is known by them.
Where'd the video go? Oh shit. Hold on. It says those were 3 adults present when Lilly and Jack went missing. Martel's mother, Janie, claims to be the last person to have heard them this morning. So just a question, guys. If you were guilty of doing something to someone, would you say that they're alive? Like, oh, they went off to this country. They left out of the country, right? Or you know what I mean? Think about it. You wouldn't want to say the opposite of what you actually, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. Here, let me show you Haley's thing real quick. Can I share this? Oh, freaking heck. Hold on one second. I'm going to show you what Haley wrote about what this is. Share screen, Haley. This is what she wrote about the children being on the reserve. And she would know. She says, do you actually think the RCMP are that stupid? Like they knew the kids were hidden or thought was real? You would know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they would have been found if the children were on the reserve or anywhere else. Right, guys? Like, come on. Like, it's crazy. So I honestly believe something's about to happen. I see it playing out, but I'm just gonna. All right. You guys see that? All right.
My brother called me at 8:48. We talked for 2 minutes, 59 seconds. After that, I laid down. My dog barked because Lilly and Jack were here where the swings are.
Right here.
I have a board up over my window.
But she said Lilly and Jack were here where the swings were, right? So she's absolutely positive that the children were there. She's absolutely positive that the children came out through the sliding back door. But she said she never seen the children. She never actually witnessed the children there, other than hearing them talk, right? That's it. So think about it. They've got like a fence over here. What if someone was standing over there and took them? There would still... See, this is during the summer, so there's grass. But there wasn't that much grass in here in early May. You would still get a track. You would still get a scent if somebody took the children out of there. There would be something.
I did not see them because the board was closed. The reason I have a board up over my window is for the winter time to keep the draft out and for the summertime to keep the sun out.
Look.
I heard them Friday morning. I swear on a Bible. Better than that, I swear on my father's grave. I heard them Friday morning. So the kids were here Friday morning. After that, I don't know what happened to them. And for what she said about Jack and Lilly wandering, that's a bunch of BS. The only time they go anywhere up in the woods is when my other two grandchildren are here. And they're always kept an eye on by me.
By me.
And there's three questions I cannot answer. The first question is who would know the kids were home?
Her.
And number 2, who would know when they were outside?
You.
And number 3, when I saw Malaya outside my RV, why wasn't she crying or why wasn't she hysterical if her kids went missing 20 minutes ago?
Because they went missing way before 20 minutes ago.
Yes, I believe the kids are alive. And the reason why I believe the kids are alive is because my heart is telling me they are alive. If they are deceased, I would have, just like everybody else, you'd have this feeling in your heart that you can't explain. And your gut feeling. But no, I definitely believe the kids are not deceased. I believe they are alive. I'm hoping that the people that know where Jack and Lilly are will please, I'm begging you, please drop them off here. They will be safe. We will get them. We will get them to the authorities. I would like whoever has the kids or whoever knows where the kids are, please, if they want to and they want to get out of trouble, please drop them off where they pick them up at nighttime.
You want to get out of trouble.
We do not have cameras. We do not have an outside street light. It is pure dark. If you watch a video of someone that
was me.
saw me supposedly filling potholes in,
right there. Did you hear what she said? Someone saw me. That's what she said. Her exact words. Filling potholes in. She thinks this is why the pothole thing, the story with the pothole in the pool, she believes someone drove by Thursday night and filmed her in the driveway. That is why this pothole story came out, in my opinion. But that video that I uploaded was not on Thursday night. That video I uploaded was a week after. It was to show how friggin' dark it is out there, right? That's it. And I had combined it with the pothole, or not the pothole, it was something else. I had combined it with something else. I don't remember. But that is why this stupid pothole story came about. Because we have to think of something. Why was I out in the driveway? Why was I out in the driveway that night? Janie, nobody drove by Thursday night. I promise. They weren't filming you Thursday night. I wish they were filming you guys Thursday night, but nobody did. That was a week after. I promise. It was a week after. Joyous, thank you so much for the memberships. Sorry, I was going off. I can't. I appreciate you as always. Thank you. One of you lucky people received one of Miss Joyce's awesome memberships. Please tell her thank you. She is very amazing. In my opinion, such a oh, I thought you were sexy word. Sexy memberships. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Joyous. You're awesome. Thank you. You guys are amazing. Yes, it was Tense video. It was Tense video, yes. And I had snagged it and put it together with something else. Maybe it was her. I don't remember. I'll have to look for it. And she thought someone was actually filming her on Thursday night. So that's why that nonsensical pothole story came about. That's what it was about. Nobody was filming you, Janie, on Thursday night.
How dark it is, because they drove by to show everybody how dark it is.
There you go.
Lilly and Jack must be out of their minds, not knowing what's going on or what's happening to them. They don't deserve that.
Don't deserve what?
They don't.
I thought they're with family. What don't they deserve? I don't understand that. So these people, right about this time when Janie did her voice messages, it was July, right? She believed that they were with family. They believe, same with Daniel, they're with family. So what do they not deserve? If they're with family, they should be fine, right? They should be okay. Right, guys, or am I wrong? Wrong or right? If they're with family, that's a good thing. They're not with a stranger. So what is so bad about that, Janie?
I wouldn't even want to be a kid in their situation.
You wouldn't want to be a kid in their situation, but yet believes they're with family at this time when she's doing these voice. Guys.
Because I know that I wouldn't understand what's going on. So they must be out of their mind not being able to see their mother or see Daniel or just being around the other two grandchildren or Meadow, poor little Meadow.
Wait, did you hear what she just said? They must be out of their mind not being able to see Daniel. She didn't say her. She didn't mention herself. Listen, or Malaya. Listen to that again.
Happening to them. They don't deserve that. They don't. I wouldn't even want to be a kid in their situation because I know that I wouldn't understand what's going on. So they must be out of their mind not being able to see their mother or see Daniel or just being around the other two grandchildren or Meadow, poor little Meadow.
She doesn't say her, though. You notice that? So Janie says she was always the one to watch the kids. She didn't mention herself. She did say mother, though, in the first person, her mother. Mother, Daniel, the two other grandchildren, and then Meadow, but never says anything about her.
When Meadow was born, when I would go in there to see Meadow, and I would hold Meadow, she would always come and take Meadow from me and say, oh, she has to be fed or she has to be changed.
He wrote, although still missing, child custody disputes are recognized motive for murder, often categorized as a spouse revenge, filicide, where the perpetrator kills the children in a deliberate attempt to make the other parent suffer.
She would go in the bedroom and she wouldn't come out until I would leave. When the grandfather came to see Meadow, she would do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
When it came to Meadow, Meadow was hers. I could go in there and I could play with Jack and Lilly all I wanted.
Would you want Janie holding a baby with a cigarette in her hand? Like, come on.
But with Meadow, no. Meadow was hers. I don't have any pictures of Jack and Lilly. No, I'm sorry. I got to see them every day. Every day.
Nope. No matter how lost I feel, I have not ever given up hope that my children will be returned. I will never stop searching for my children until they are found and brought home safe and sound. Someone somewhere knows something. So please help bring my babies home. This says her brother Hayden Murray Smith complained to the police about this when he visited the RCMP's detachment with her that same month. The documents show Geddes got involved and was going all over the internet saying things Hayden said nothing Geddes is saying makes sense, according to a summary of his interview with the RCMP submitted by, we're just going to skip that part. The theory that the children are somehow alive, a suggestion that police have consistently said is without evidence. There's nothing there. And hiding on the First Nation Reserve has been repeated by Mr. Martell and others online. Reached by the Globe and Mail Friday, Mr. Geddes repeated his belief that the children are alive and on the reserve. Remember, they didn't show his interview This is why. Because it's nonsensical, in my opinion. That's what they thought. It says the acting RCMP officer in charge of major crime and behavioral sciences has said that the police are awaiting forensic results and are continuing to follow the evidence using I cannot talk today. Specialty units and technology to determine the circumstances of Jack and Lilly's disappearance. He said the children's family members are cooperating with police and there's no evidence of an abduction. Sorry, I don't know why I forget how to say some words sometimes. All right. Now watch this. This video is almost done and I'm going to show you guys Janie's family tree.
Why do you think this is getting so much attention?
Well, just the mysterious and nature of everything and how strange everything is. The RCMP, you know, I mean, they have to keep a tight lip on everything, but there's a lot more that meets the eye with the case.
Yep, tomorrow. Yep.
Is there something that you think the public doesn't know that you can share that you want the public to know?
That's a hard one because I don't want to impede the investigation in any way. It is still a missing persons investigation. It hasn't pivoted to any type of criminal investigation.
Yeah, that's another thing. I want to actually explain this too. This is still considered a missing persons case because there is no charges laid.
Good catch.
Or there's no suspects that are in custody. So right now it's still a missing persons case and it's not a criminal, criminal investigation.
There is one more thing that I did want to bring up. I've had into the group chat there, that private group chat, when I listened to Janie, and I heard a few people say that they thank her very much and they're sure that I would thank her too for being their grandmother. And I'd have to say it really struck a chord in me that it's really, really hard to put into words.
It's okay.
I see Jamie's pain. I believe her pain is real. Her world has been tipped over. I see that. I know that. I do not thank her. I'm sorry. I heard this woman actually complain about Lilly and Jack. I heard this woman say that she didn't need pictures of them because they were living there. I heard this woman say that she doesn't know anything that goes on over in that trailer. She minds her own business. Well, I know CPS was investigating. I've been shown pictures of Jack with black eyes. There's pictures of him with marks on his chin. CPS doesn't come because of learning disabilities. That much I do know. So CPS was there for something else. So no, I do not think Janie, I'm sorry, but I don't.
Every step is a prayer whispered to the wind, a hope that a search may help our hearts to mend. We hold steadfast the pictures of Lilly and Jack, seeking answers to bringing them back.
Aww.
Our loves like ribbons spread throughout the woods of Landsdowne with searchers about. With every sunrise I renew my vow to find their sweet faces, not knowing how. No distance or time can sever this hold. The story of our love has yet to unfold. Our spirits are a compass with a needle set true. It points to our grandchildren, and if I may, it points to you. We will walk every trail every creek and river. With this grandmother's love and with all of you, our search for Jack and Lilly will always push through, for a grandparent's promise is etched in the soul. And I'll search for our grandchildren, no matter the toll. Thank you.
Oh, that makes me just so stinking sad. Makes me so mad and so sad at the same time. I don't even know. Like, all right, let me go to something else real quick because I'm gonna cry. Oh, that makes me so mad seeing that photo of Jack with the black eye. Like, no children should have to endure something like that. Okay. Look. So this is Janie's stepfather. He passed away a while back. I had looked up, well, there's a few of us looking up some stuff on the background, right? And Janie has the property that they have. There was like a here, I'll just show you. So first I'm going to show you this. This is Janie's family tree. A cactus. So this is her stepfather. He had passed away in 2020, right? But it shows all of Janie's brothers and her one sister. So remember that Janie said that, you know, her brother, now she didn't say anything about her sister, but she said that her brothers live out there by her. She's got a ton of brothers. She's got 1, 2, I believe that's a sister, 3, 4, 5 brothers. 1 sister makes 6, and then Janie 7 in her family. Now, this is her home. There was a will grant of probate on June 2020. This was just last year, guys, last summer. Now, if you know, these, like if someone passes away and you're getting a home from them, those can take quite a long time. And if you remember what happened in 2020, we were going through the pandemic. So I'm sure some offices within the government were closed, or paperwork was probably very slow at this time for those 2 years, right? But this shows that the property looks like it might have been given to her or something, right? But if you remember, she says that she has been living there for 26 years. And then last night, Justin and I actually went on Google Earth. You can put in the date and it goes back, like it goes pretty far back. What was the date we put in? 2004, I think it was. And let's go there real quick. Let's go to Google Earth, and I want to show you something. And I want to see, so Janie's been living here for quite some time with like her whole family around. She even says it. So there's seven of them. Now, I don't know if any have passed on or anything like that, but I'm going to take you over to, actually, let me show you this. So we're going to look at this too. We're going to look at this black truck with this black house. Give me a second. Because there was one photo. Hold on one second. Let me do this. Let me present, share screen. So this now is the house down the road. which is owned by Getty's. And like I told you in the beginning, from a very good source, they said that this is Darren's cousin that owns this black house. There's the black truck, the black house, right? And it moved. So this was 7 years ago. This black truck was there. This was just the other day it was taken. It looks like somebody's actually in that vehicle. Doesn't it look like somebody's in that vehicle? But it's the headrest, I think. Right? Check that out. Now, this house doesn't look abandoned to me. Does it look abandoned to you? They've got the flag out. They even got the chair. And they got another flag. Do you guys know what this flag is right here? This blue one? I can't really make it out. Do you know what this flag is right here? Do we fall back an hour, guys? It's fall back? Oh, good. So I get another hour of sleep. Thank the Lord. Hi, Victoria. Good to see you, hon. Oh, thank you for liking. Thank you so much, honey. Oh, I hope it's tonight. I would love to sleep another hour, guys. Have you been wondering who's... So this is... I'm 97% sure this is Darren Getty's cousin. Still a work in progress, but I'm just going to say Charmaine, she has a channel on here. She said last night on her video, I think it was last night, yes, that it was Darren Getty's cousin. And Charmaine is a good source. She's got her media license and everything. Can you guys tell me what this flag is here? This white flag with the blue stripes in it. Do you guys know? The truck is a GMC. Thank you, Robin. What is this flag here, guys? Can you tell? Well, yeah, I love Charmaine too. So she actually pulled something up from 1407. That's where I'm trying to get to, guys. Sorry. She actually pulled something up on her channel, and it showed a very similar black truck that is shown here, parked in the driveway of Janie and Daniels. So it's a Nova Scotia flag. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Thank you. See, it's hard for me to tell, right? Because but if you are from Nova Scotia, it's easy to tell because you know the stripes and stuff where they're at. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I hate this time change too. You like the spring forward? I feel like I'm losing a time. I love to sleep, guys. Like I can just sleep and sleep and sleep. Somebody asked me, what's your hobby? Sleeping. Seriously, guys. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. So Belinda told me personally that she searched, there's a shed out here that her and her sister actually searched. I don't think there's a picture of the shed, but we're going to go to Google Earth and we're going to go back in time and look at this house, right? And look at Janie's. Yes, locals say, I don't like short days or short men. Yeah, I don't like short men either or short days. Okay, so I'm going to remove this, right? We're going to go over to Google Earth and we're going to look at this house, right? And we're going to look at Janie's house. So my question is, has Darren did he ever stay at this house? I don't believe it's abandoned at all. I don't believe it's abandoned at all. Because why would they have the flags? This picture that I showed you with the flags was just taken. Okay, so here's the house I'm talking about. This is 2025, right? This is 2024. So Google says this aerial footage was taken May 23rd, 2024, right? You see, guys? There are 3, 4, 5 vehicles here. And Belinda said she'd searched with her sister this little garage thing. You don't think anybody lives there now? Oh, God, that tickles. It just tickled my own head. I love if somebody brushes my hair. It feels so good. All right, now let's go to, how do I do the year thing again? Right here, right? Show historical imagery. All right, this now is, hold on, let me go back. Oh, they have it in August too. So this is August. Can you guys see okay? This is August 2022. So you've got those same vehicles. Look, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 there. Now we're going to go back. This is going to be June 2019. Wow, looks pretty different, right? No vehicles. Looks pretty vacant there, right? Like just quiet. Kind of a blurry picture. 2019. The cameras, I mean, they were good, but not as good as they are now. Let's go back to 2015. Wow, this is crazy. Wow, this was February. Look at the snow, guys. Look at the snow on the ground. Oh, thank you, Vic. Thank you so much. She said commercials sucked up my super chat. Anyways, you and Justin were adorable. Oh, thank you. Did you just got a commercial right now? I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat though. Someone said the other day that there was like a lot of like commercials or something, and I'm gonna have to yell at Google. I don't know why they keep putting stupid like weird commercials on. They like put them in the thing. I'm gonna have to turn it off like on the live thing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You're awesome. Are you guys getting commercials right now? Could snowbird types? Okay, Cassandra, I was getting ready to mention that. So yes, they could be snowbirds. So what I'm getting at is there is family now on the Getty's side, and some live in Florida. Yes, some live in Florida. We will rewatch. Oh, okay. All right, Kelly. Yeah. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. Check out who owns it on Viewpoint. Yes, I know who owns it on Viewpoint. It is Melvin Geddes, right? I showed that the other day. Here, I'll show it again. Give me a second. I might need to send it to myself again. Hold on. I've sent myself so much stuff. Hold on one second. I'll show you. Give me one sec. Give me one second. Hopefully I labeled it. Right here. Right here. So this is who owns it right here. Stop screen. Here we go. Right here. So this is who owns this house. I'm going to add it to stage right here. I did take out the first name, but it's Marvin. I don't know why I want to keep calling. It's Marvin, right? No, Melvin Lawrence Geddes. Yes, so that's who owns that home right there. It's 8 acres. Okay, it's 8 acres. So let's go to Viewpoint here. Give me a second. So now we kind of have an idea. Like I'm starting to put 2 and 2 together. Like it's just really weird. If you go to 1336 Landsdowne Road, house across the tracks, looks like it has a camera with a solar panel, maybe a sensor light tube pointed towards a, oh, so across the street. Let me turn around then. Let me turn around. Let me go back to Google Earth. Give me a second. It's probably better to see on Viewpoint, but we'll go to Google Earth first. Hold on one second. Add a stage. Okay. Give me just a second, guys. So this is 2004. Look at this. June 2004. Look at it there. You can't really zoom in because it's, I wonder if it'll let me look. Ooh. Same truck. Look, this is it 2004 still? Oh, no, it did. Oh, come on. See more dates. So the only one on the ground is in 2018. And that same black truck is there. Check that out. No flag. No flag, but the chair is still there. Same truck. But the chair and the flags were there in the picture just the other day when it was taken. That's pretty crazy, right? Okay, this is 2025. So you're saying there is a camera over here, you said? What, on this pole? Where did you say there was a camera? Daphne in Nova Scotia, you can transfer land or sell a house of blood relatives. Taxes remain the same. If you sell it to a stranger, property tax go. And Mary, yes, that's what I believe. So her stepfather left her that property. Her stepfather left her that property. That's nice, right? And called her grandma. So hold on, let me go back to this where she talks about the camera, guys. Give me a second. If you go to 1336 is where we're at, right? Yeah. And a house across the tracks. Okay, so it would be right here. So it would be this one, right? Yes. So I heard this house here, the cameras weren't working. Oh, look at that. Look. There's a guy right here. There's a guy outside right here. He's got kids. My cat, guys. Do you guys hear the cat? She's literally trying to break down the door in here. Do you guys hear her? Let's look at 2018. So it looks like something right there. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, so it looks like I can't. Hold on. Well, let me zoom in more. So that's something it looks like right there. Let me check here. Yes, I believe that to be cameras right there on the corner. Because there is something here in 2018. It looks like one of the, now this looks like the wired in cameras, the CTV cameras. You know what I'm talking about? The ones that aren't Wi-Fi. So those ones can't be hacked or anything. So have you guys heard about, if you have, oh my gosh, the chat's like way up here. Have you guys heard about cameras being hacked? Like I have. I've heard, there's a few of you that know about this. If you have like Ring cameras or cameras ran on Wi-Fi, people can hack into these and actually stop like the camera from rolling, from recording, right? Yes, I know you do, Miss Joyce. So it looks like this neighbor here has CTVs, has like built-in, like wired cameras that don't run on Wi-Fi. Look, oh shit, where did I go? This one, see, that's why I was looking at this. It looks like something back here too. Now, let's see, 2009. Let's see if that thing is still there. Come on, let me zoom in. It won't let me zoom in anymore. So there's still something right here, which there was security cameras in 2009. But here, it does look like maybe a solar light or something. But right here looks like the camera, guys. And it looks like there's always been some type of camera there for a while. Now, that looks just like a solar light or something. Maybe it is a charger for the camera. I don't know. But I was told that this camera wasn't working. This camera wasn't working. Why would this camera not work if it's an actual built-in camera? I need to take a screenshot of this and see if I can zoom in like better and actually get the, you know what I mean? Actually see the camera and see what it looks like if it is a CTV. But it sure looks like it to me. What do you guys think? I've heard the camera wasn't working. I've heard the camera was not working. No, it's not showing the guy out there anymore. It was showing the guy before. That's freaking weird. Where'd the guy go? He was out there. No, he's not. Yeah, so that's strange, right? I don't know. So this, well, maybe they've had stuff. Who knows? Who knows? So this is on Landsdowne Is it Lansdowne? Give me a second. Stewiacke Road. So it's 289. Railroad tracks are, hold on, right there. Let me back out for a minute so I know where I'm at. Okay. So this would be like by Lansdowne Station Road. Lansdowne Road, right? Because if you go back this way, okay. So this is Lansdowne Road. Keep going down here. Give me a sec. Right? And you hit Lansdowne Road. Because you got Lansdowne Road is before oh my God. Lansdowne Station Road is before, if you're leaving from Daniel's house, it's on the left. And then Lansdowne Road would be on the right-hand side after the railroad tracks, right? Give me a sec. There should be a sign for it right here. Okay. Yep. See, Lansdowne Station Road. So this is Lansdowne Station Road, guys, right here. Let me click on 2025. All right, sign got old. See, the sign's old. This footage was taken. This is August, so this is right after Jack and Lilly disappeared. This is 3 months after Jack and Lilly disappeared. This footage is. So this is Lansdowne Station Road. This is where the neighbor lives, the one neighbor, right? And he said that, this is what he said, Daniel came down here. Oh, come on. Jeez. What the heck? So Daniel came down here, sat, then turned back around and come back up. What do you guys think? But yet we heard that camera wasn't working. What do you guys think? Do you think that camera was working or was it working? Also, power surges when power comes back on after outage also fries security cams. Absolutely. If you do not have a backup, it will fry your stuff. Absolutely. Got to have a power backup. Yep. Yes, it will, definitely. Around that time period in May, June, there were lightning strikes that fried a few cameras in the area around there. Oh, thank you, Tom. I know someone whose security cam was fried. Tom, do you know, oops, I clicked the wrong. Do you know if it was that neighbor on the corner down here? The one right after the railroad tracks? This guy right here? This person right here? Now, if they do have, I wonder if that's Janie's pool. Look. Is that Janie's pool, guys? So I wonder, they should have a power backup for their cameras. Everybody should. For anything that's expensive, your electronics should always be on a backup. No, it looks like the solar, it's just a solar light, one of those lights. Hold on, let me get out of here. Give me a second. Oh my God. Oh, wait, hold on. No, that stupid pole's in the way. Oh, wait. Oh, here's a good view of the camera, though. Look. You guys see it? Right there on the house. Pretty sure that's it. The solar thing up here, look. I'm not real sure what that is. It might be a solar wire to charge it, but if it was a wired camera, it wouldn't need to be charged by solar. It'd be a plug-in, right, guys? Like, he's got a digging machine, huh? A digging machine. Oh, excavator. Guys, oh, yeah, I see that now. Yeah, a lot of people have those out there. Do you know? Yeah, Brad does. I think Earl has. There's a lot of people that have their own equipment. I mean, it's farmland out there, right? Like that. I mean, they have all excavators, skid steers, all that shit out there. Starlink on the roof. I don't know what Starlink looks like, guys. If anybody has Starlink, does it look like any of this? I don't know. I know there's a router. That looks like a pipe to the wood stove or something. Backhoe. There you go, backhoe. I have a solar power. Yes, Ginger, I do too. But mine is Wi-Fi connected. It's not wired in. It's Wi-Fi. I do have wired cameras, but that particular one is Wi-Fi. What did Tom say? Did he say it was that house? Did he say it was that house that... That's what I've heard from several people, that the house, the cameras weren't working. Because think about it. That camera would have been perfect if it worked, right? It would have caught all this. It would have caught exactly what the neighbor said. But if it wasn't working, then it is Starlink. Is the white rectangle. Okay. Okay. Wow, I did not know that. I did not know that's what it looked like. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. No, that's not Brad's house. That's not Brad's house, guys. This is on the corner of Gairloch Road and Landsdowne Road. The road where Janie's brother, Janie's ex-husband, Earl, and Janie owns 7 acres. Let's see if we can find Janie's 7 acres. You guys want to try to find Janie's 7 acres? We have to go on Viewpoint for this. Give me a second. And then I got to get off because the cat, I got to make chili, guys, and stuff. And the cat's about to break down the damn door. Hold on one second. We're going to go look for Janie's 7 acres. What the freaking heck is that? Okay. All right, let's go look for Janie's 7. Didn't they get something from that red car? I'm not sure. Yeah, another black truck. It's freaking weird, right? Give me a second. We're going to find Janie's, because I'm curious. I just thought of that, and I haven't. We got to go to map the Viewpoint, though. The hell was that? Sorry. Here, now I can open the blinds because to get some more light in here. Oh, guys, look. Look. My skunk. Oh, my God, I do too, guys. Chili is going to be so good tonight. It's already like 5:30 here, so. But I don't have my, what is it called? My crock pot. It leaks, so I have to make it in like a Dutch oven or something, which sucks. Oh, my God, these stupid curtains. The dog is smelling the skunk cat, guys. She's smelling the skunk cat. She's like, ew, what's this smell? What's this smell? All right. All right, so this is her gifted 7 acre, or her gifted 2 acres, excuse me. Get out of there. All right, Daphne, go over here. Come on, over here. So we're going to go down Landsdowne Road, and we're going to look for a property with 7 acres. Remember, she said she had 7 acres, right? That's 94 acres. That's about 94 acres. So 7 acres is not going to be that big. It's going to be, look, someone's selling. More people are selling. This wasn't here. I swear to God, I just saw somebody walk by. That's so creepy. I have, like, my house is haunted, I swear. Oh, chili and corn bed, guys. Oh, my God, you're making me so hungry. All right. Let me show you this, and I'm going to have to go eat. Cornbread, yes. I like the Jiffy Mix cornbread. My grandma used to make homemade cornbread in, like, the cast iron skillet. Oh, my God, it was so good. But, all right, let me show you. Dang it, where are we going? Let me get rid of Google Earth. It, like, runs a lot. It takes up a lot. Look, there's more people selling. This wasn't here the other day. Was this here the other day? Oh, that sounds so good. Guys, you are making me so hungry. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God, I'm so hungry. That sounds so good. So she said she has 7 acres. So we know Earl lives on this side, right? Earl lives on this side at, here, let me look up Earl's house because I know where he lives. What is this phone number? Where's the damn thing at? Okay. So let me look for, oh my Lord. How do I look for the thing? Okay. How do I put the address in? It like totally went away. Give me just a second, guys. Shit. Landsdowne Road. And that's where you look, right? Why is it being stupid? Hold on. Oh, search. Oh, God. No, I don't want to look for that. Hold on. Doggy, stop freaking mimicking me. Well, shit, it's not letting me. Why won't it let me search? Give me a second, guys. I'm a little slow here. Okay, so I like the map because you can actually see better. Can you search for this address? Please and thank you. What is that? Okay. All right, whatever. It doesn't want to behave. All right, so we know that's her house over there. So it's 7 acres. This is 91 acres. So it's somewhere over in here. There's 7 acres right here. Could this be Janie's property right here? Because Earl's is right down here, right? Daphne, did you whisper? Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm starving, guys. I'm literally about to. Is it her 7.2 acres? Yes, Robin, it is. That's why I said Earl lives here, over here. Hold on. For some reason, it's not letting me put in a stupid address. I don't know why. I did here, but it's not actually going. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Did it work? This stupid freaking thing is being crazy. But Earl owns way more than that. He owns doesn't he have 100 acres? Hold on. That's 91 acres. Give me a second. Let me look on here. Give me a second. Okay, I have everything pinned out. So Earl lives here, I'm guessing. And then Janie's is this little area here. No, here. So this must be Janie's area here. I'm going to have to look more into this, but check this out. There's people that are selling their freaking homes now, in the area. Look, three just popped up. Look, here, right? Oh, shit, what happened? No. And then you got, this one's up for sale now. This is in the past 12 months that these homes have been put up for sale, is the red. And the blue ones are the ones currently for sale. So these ones have been sold in the past 12 months. And this one is up for sale. Look, the ones in the blue. So tell me, people aren't scared shitless to live in this area. Look at that. Well, this is kind of too far away, but for this one area, there's people putting up their stuff, unless they're wanting to move south. But this one right here, this is right on the neighbor's road. Look, right here. Just put up for sale. And right here, check this out. Right there next to neighbor that has the camera, guys. Look at this. Explore. Yeah, look, check this out. 1339. They're putting their house up for sale. The one right next to neighbor that had the cameras. Is that a coincidence, guys? I don't know. Insurance is too high. Yeah, everything's so high, isn't it? It's ridiculous. It sucks, yeah. Yeah, they want to get you one way or another. Insurance sucks. They're just, it's a company. Is it a company buying these products? Oh, I don't know. It doesn't tell me who owns the property unless you pay for it. It's $9, $10 to pay for it. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off here so I can go make chili. You guys are freaking awesome for hanging out with me. Some people up here in upstate New York yards looks horrible. Envision, are you still here? I'm in upstate New York, and yes, they have hoarders up here, and their yards, you'll have people's yards where they're just trash. And then you'll have down the road, there's beautiful homes. It's crazy. But since it's out of city limits, they don't give a shit. They'll let them do whatever they want. They'll have, yeah, it's crazy. Trash all over the freaking place. Oh, thank you, Joyous. Thank you, Vic. Yeah, you guys are amazing. I appreciate hanging out with you. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't overload you guys, right? Like that's a lot of stuff to like look over tonight, right? It's crazy. I'm gonna have a heyday on Monday though. I'm gonna look into, oh yeah, I agree, insurances. What did she say? I'm in New York, a tiny town though. Yeah, same here. Tiny town, very rural, like in the middle of Nowheresville. Far away from the city, thank God. Like my mom wants to come visit. Like she's never been to New York City. So next time she comes to visit, like I'm going to take her to New York City. But otherwise, I stay the hell out of there. Like seriously. Thank you guys. Thank you all. I appreciate you. All right, I'm going to go make my chili. I appreciate all of you. You too, Vic. Yeah, it's nice being away from the city. Like I can't stand it. But you're going to make chili too, Joyce? Thank you, Mariska. Thank you. You're great. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are amazing. Yeah, insurances, it's a scam. My car insurance is like doubled, tripled. It's crazy. And I have no stinking tickets or anything. Thank you, Shan. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for working hard. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you. I live right by Lake Champlain. And oh, you're right on the border, Evision. My cousin, he had come up, and he doesn't live here. He went up to Plattsburgh and did some work right on Lake Champlain. There's a lady that owns like some little, you know how they turn the big homes into apartments up here? He was fixing up some of those like a few years back. And I tried to get him to stay here, but he's like, it's too cold. It's too cold. I can't stay here. You live in New York too, Angel? That's so cool. Oh, thank you guys. Yes, I'm going to go get my chili. All right, guys. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope I didn't overload you with like a million different things. And yeah, you want to get a backup for your stuff. It just sucks. The when that has power surges. But all right, guys. Yeah, 20 minutes. You're close. You're very close. I'm like 3 hours. All right. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much for the chats and the memberships and just being here. I appreciate all of you. Thank you all and have a great night. Thank you.